So I just finished episode 34 of Jujutsu Kaisen, and quite a bit happened in this episode that's setting up, I imagine, for at least the next few episodes. And that is the fact that now the Jujutsu Sorcerer's primary goal is to go and save Gojo. Because if they don't, society, or at least human society is essentially going to collapse. That's how important Gojo is as a figure. Not just that, the curses that are hiding because Gojo exists might start coming out again. Like, basically, society will go to absolute shit if Gojo isn't saved. So now everybody's efforts are going in to save Gojo. But it's not just that. Gojo actually was resisting this prison somehow, even though this seal is meant to be obviously super duper strong and unbreakable. Gojo's still managing to resist it in his own sort of, because he's Gojo, basically. That was the explanation. Because he's so strong, because he's Gojo. Do you know what I mean? He can just resist these things like nobody else can. Another person that is currently resisting is Geto. There's a scene in this where he grabs his own throat as if he's trying to resist this curse that's taken over him, that's taken over his body. Meaning he's still in there somewhat, or at least his body is resisting a little bit. That's the first bit of resistance we've seen from the real Geto, I guess. I know we've only just learned about it, but we've never seen that sort of thing happen before. So he is still in there somewhat, fighting. When Gojo mentioned his name, there was some resistance there. So, but at the moment, it just feels like a struggle. Do you know what I mean? Like everything's so intense at the moment. It feels like just at any moment something's going to explode. While Yuji and Geto and all of them are going to try and rescue Gojo, the curses actually are going to try and find Yuji. Jogo is going to try and find him to resurrect Sukuna, basically get them on their side to, usher in this new age of humanity curses. And Choso and Mahito want to find him just to kill him, because they're like, we can win without Sukuna. Why do we need him at this point? So whoever finds him first is going to determine what happens with Yuji, or if anything happens with Yuji. But that fight is going to have it. Basically, everything's coming to like a boiling point, it feels like, at the moment. And with Gojo sealed, it feels like anything can happen. When Gojo was around, it felt like, the sorcerers have got this, no matter what, because he's a one-man army. But now he's gone, it does feel like either side can win, and that's what's making it so intense, I think. There's also a bit of an interesting moment in this episode where two girls from the crowd of humans basically speak to Geto and say, like, give his body back, talking to the thing that's controlling his body, and basically saying you won't get away with this sort of thing. I don't know if they're actually there, if they're real, or if that's just in Geto's mind or something, but yeah, it's just, again, that theme of just struggle and resistance and like everything's sort of coming to a boiling point. But yeah, I'm loving this season so far. I think there's a whole lot of madness left to come, so let's do it.